Hello from the Sacred Computer, Research Institute for Thinking Machines and Creativity. Check my Artificial Mind blog and the GitHub with various projects. We may find something interesting like the deepfake library, Arnodifier, and the AGI infrastructure, which is design in progress, master of all arts. So now in this video, I will show you how to compile one wonderful example of retro game development called Doomenstein by GDH. He develops a raycasting algorithm, the style of the Wolfenstein and Doom, but only with flat shading. It's not even shading, it is the same color, and also it doesn't compile, at least on my machine. So I had to fix a few errors or misconfigurations for my setup, and this is how I did it. First, when you compile, you may encounter errors like this. I didn't dig deep into this, but the simple solution is just to comment it. This is something about some adjustment of the settings of the compiler. It's not necessary. So then, with the original code, you may see errors like this regarding the SDLH, which is missing. In the original project, it is not suggested that it is SDL2, and if you're not experienced, you may consider that it is SDL1. So you have to install libsdl2 development in case it's not installed. And the simplest way to set the path is just to change it explicitly without changing the path to SDL2. And then you just make wolf, make doom, make all. Note that it is under Linux. And in my case, I run it also under WSL, Windows, Linux in Windows. So here the change includes. If you compile it in WSL, the Linux in Windows, you may have another error, which is about the hardware acceleration compatibility, which is lacking in WSL with OpenGL. In some cases, it crashes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it crashes, and this is a project which doesn't work. And you may see that in the Doom demo, Doom-like, you have one parameter, one flag, SDL renderer accelerated, which is suggesting to the library to use hardware acceleration. If you run it in WSL, you just have to comment it. Or maybe if it's missing, it will automatically use what's available. I have set explicitly software rendering. In the Wolfenstein code, there is no such flag. It is just reversing vertical synchronization, and it runs even in Windows without editing. Then another step is to add textures. And the one very simple way to add textures, which is not really texture, is to manipulate the place where the textures, the vertices are filled. It is here, the walls. This is function verline. We found that with examining the code Wait a minute, this is the Doomenstein. I edited Doom more. So it's here in my version, Twinkit Wolfenstein. This is additional version of the filling of the walls. The original is Verline, which is just setting the same color. In Verline texture, which has to be more complex in the future, for now we just are rendering stripes within a few lines. Every few lines it is changing the color from 0 to the parameter. Here in the main renderer, the final rendering is the ceiling, the walls, and the ground. And we change it. We keep the ceiling and the grounds to be the same color and change the wall to the stripes. And a next step would be to render with pictures, probably with warping coordinates, but this could be a topic for another video. And let's show the game in action. The story continues in the next video. Bye.